Or what if the leads were like a bit old? Like how would you actually nurture them?
Nurture. So is that between the initial call and the next call? Is that what you're saying?
We have two kind of leads. We have leads that opt in like today or tomorrow or things like that. We have leads that have been like for months.
Months. Yeah. So
Yeah.
is this assuming that you haven't had a conversation with them or you have? Because there's two different ways you'd follow up really with those.
No, no, no. They haven't been touched on, like no messages, nothing.
No messages. So, assuming that you haven't got in touch with them, and this is after a few levels of outreach, I'm taking more away as I go with my outreach messages, right? So I typically just do like three follow-up messages. First one is, I mean, usually I'd like an automation sequence set up for like a 24-day period, like spread out over time. So they're constantly being nurtured and they might do a text response, and I can get onto that, get them on the phone very quickly. But let's say that's not being done, then what I'd want to do is do like a few messages where I'm leaning out more and more as the messages go. That's this something that I do for DM setting, but even if I've got a lead that I'm working with, maybe I have contacted them or maybe not, I'm just leaning out a bit more. So the first message is like, I usually use the like name question mark, but I don't just do that because I think lots of people do it. And I add something humorous at the end. I hope you didn't get abducted by aliens over there, lol, or something that kind of relates to the offer. Like for example, for an Amazon FBA one, I've got the business owner to do a voice note saying, John, is everything all right? Like I hope Jeff Bezos hasn't got you into a box and shipped you off to China. Just kind of simple like that, right? But it relates to the offer itself, right? So like anything you can do to personalize, make it human is always helpful. Another thing as well, secondly, I then lean out a little bit more and I'm like, well, based on the fact that I haven't heard from you, John, shall I assume that this is something you're no longer looking into? Let me know, right? It's kind of a second question. And then the third one is just, this is it now or never, fork in the road situation, right? Based on the fact that you haven't responded to both of my previous messages, I'm going to assume that you're no longer looking to do this and have found what you're looking for. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I wish you the best with whatever you do next. That's it. Smiley face, done. And just, yeah, send something over. But as you can see, each message I'm leaning out more and more and more because I've got other people to reach out to. I've got hundreds of opt-ins. I'm not going to waste all my time on you. And it's once again bringing back to that beginning of call, message I put across of authority, always leaning out. You have other things you need to do and always keeping that authority in your communication, text message, over the phone, just the way that you work as well. And you're just like living and abiding by that authority that you communicate across. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thanks a lot. I'll try to do it. I will do it, not try.
Yes, mate. There you go. My business coach tells me, he says, trying's for boys and doing is for men. So there you go.
I got it, I got it.
For females,
Thanks a
I'm trying to not be sexist here with that, but it's like,
lot.
trying's for girls, doing's for women, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But cool.